Hello, floss tube. It's nice to see you. I'm not doing a floss tube. I have a special for you. These are my projects I have kitted up to start in 2024, and I wanted to do a kit parade and not do it during a floss tube because, you know, time management and all that jazz. Also, I think this will be a fun joke to look at the end of 2024 and see how many of these I didn't stitch at all. So here comes my parade, and I hope you like it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that this is low budget. I don't have a tripod or none of that fancy stuff. Also, some neighbor is blowing leaves and my washer's going, so just take me as I am or lower your expectations. In theory, I have picked out a month that I'd like to start each one. And some of you are here to see what bag I'm storing it in, and some of you couldn't give two toots. Sorry, I shall show the bags if they're cute enough. In January, I have picked this out of my hoard. Burr, It's Cold Outside by Brenda Gervais. I've had this for a while, and I sure do want to stitch it. Am I the last one to stitch it? Perhaps. But this next year will be my year. I had a piece of 18 count coloring cotton. This is Boardwalk in my stash, and I thought, oh, that's awfully nice. All of these pretty much I have kitted up using my stash, which is exciting. I pulled threads, and even though I pulled threads, I'm going to make note of them, and then I'll probably put them back on my wall. Well, maybe January I'll keep kitted up, because I don't have enough floss to keep each bag kitted up continually for 12 months, because I don't have that much floss. So I'm going to make notes, put them in each bag, and then put all of the floss back. Does that make sense? I feel like you have to do that if you're not like a store of floss and fabric. So this is what I'm planning for January. Love it. Possibly the last person ever. A bunch of these came from the floss packs I just got when I was in New England. She had all of those variegate or all of those bags with different what are the gradients, different gradients. So this is what I picked, and I think it'll be pretty. And also I reserve the right to change whatever color if it looks horrible, but I'm really excited. Obviously I'm using mostly coloring cotton. I wonder if that was the only one I had in had that was called for. Anyway, okay, next. Okay, for February, I am planning a not a birthday sale to do for my friend who kitted this up for me. I wanted to do this, I wanted to stitch this in 2024, and then I thought, oh, Missy kitted this up for me, and so I think I shall stitch it on her birthday, or I'll start it on her birthday. And then she said, no, absolutely not. You may not start it. And I said, or this is America, and I could do what I want. Which is so I think that this is either 16 or 18 count that I coffee tea dyed. I thought it was a lovely piece of fabric and will look nice with this. And then she included all the floss. So either this is all what's called for or what Missy thought best. And that's what I'm going to stitch it with. And she even gave us a little bag. And I wonder if that can be any sweeter to kit it up with the kit that she gave me. And even the cabochon she made. So this is what I'm planning for February. And the not so birthday sale. Okay, next. Okay, in March, my plan is to start Little House Needleworks Farm Life. Last winter, I think it was at Stitch Away, my good friend Lisa was stitching this, and I think I ordered the fabric while I was sitting there. I was sitting next to her and I said, Lisa, what are you stitching it on? And I think I went and ordered that exact fabric. I'm not sure. But she didn't ask me or nothing, but I'm going to sell with her. She could be done. I haven't asked for an update because I'll get there someday. Someday I'll be stitching this. I'm going to start this in March, and I think it'll be a great piece for me to begin in March when I am super antsy to get out in the garden and to plant, and I probably will have seedlings that I'm attending to in the window, and it'll be snowing and miserable still. And I don't know when I kitted this up. I feel like I kitted it up several months ago. Probably I've been looking for these flosses. So I'll fill out a card, and then I'll put them where they go. This bag is not cute anymore. Well, okay, listen, I still think it's cute. However, this is one of the bags that taught me the great valuable lesson about vinyl front and patterns leaving ghosts. So anyway, I still like the bag. I'm still going to use it. But this is my plan for March. Fiber on a Whim, 16 count Aida. Looks like I used some of the called for DMC, some of the called for Fancy Floss, and I'm really excited about this. It's an older pattern from 2019. I just love it. Okay, next. Okay, in April, I'm planning to start JBW's Bluebirds of Happiness. I got this pattern at Stitch Away, and I'm sure I meant to stitch it this past year, just didn't get to it, and I think it's springy and beautiful, and I think it would be wonderful to stitch in April, so that's when I have it planned. Also, do I think I'll jump around? Yes, I do. So this was the Retreat exclusive. You can get it at Keepsakes, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe you can get it everywhere now. I can't recall. I'm so sorry. It came with the floss. Beautiful. And I bought the fabric that was called for, or no, I bought the Freeze, the Atomic Ranch Freeze. You know how it's spelled funny? And okay, so some of the fabric that was called for was very blue, and some of the fabric that was called for was very pink. And I know I will be overanalyzing that. And then there was another model, I think it is this model, was stitched on, or was recommended. This was the other option. And also, it might not have been. I'm pretty sure it was weathered stone. I bought two different Atomic Ranch stone fabrics. One was a weathered stone and one was mellow stone. And now I can't really remember. And now I've decided that this is the one I shall use because I do like it. It has hints of blue, and I think it'll be beautiful for this. So I'm going to use the Atomic Ranch 16 count weathered stone for Bluebirds of Happiness with the floss it came with. And this is what I'm planning to stitch in April. Won't that be cheerful? Okay, next. Okay, so for May, I've picked out something patriotic. Last May, I stitched this with my friend Lisa, and I enjoyed it very much. I spent like the week before, maybe 2 weeks before Memorial Day, stitching on this, and it just really made it, I don't know, it opened the patriotic season with just an enjoyable stitch. So next I'm going to stitch this one. I'm going to plan for it to be my May start. I'm keeping it in my Como Stitches bag, of course. And this is the project that I just bought this fabric for when I was in Colorado. It's 36 count Aztec red, Weeks Dye Works, and it is beautiful. It's beautiful linen. Someone asked me in the comments, why is linen so much harder than, or why do people think that linen is harder? It shouldn't be any different. But I have a hard time with some of the slubs. So sometimes when I'm stitching on linen, it gets intimidating because maybe my stitches don't look the same. But so these are I'm missing one. I'm missing one of the DMCs. And I actually, when I was looking at the pattern, I actually couldn't figure out where it went. So we'll see what happens there. But I just think that'll be really, really fun to start off the patriotic season. Our family's big into patriotic living. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be my May piece. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so in June, when I am knee-deep in the garden, I am planning to start A Stitcher's Garden by Tiny Modernist. I had bought this when there was a sale, and I didn't get it started. I think I was waiting for my floss. I bought the conversion from Primrose Cottage. It was curated by Holly Jones from Mrs. Jones Stitches. And she does an amazing color and cotton conversion. She just is like the guru of that. And so I bought that kit. I bought that floss pack, and I just ended up stitching it. I think I was busy with other things. So, I have it picked out 18 count Phillip by Grace Notes. This is in my stash. I don't think I got, is that from that might be from, no, it's a full yard. Must have bought this someplace when I was shopping. It wasn't from the club. So this is what I plan to stitch in June. I thought it would be fun when I'm busy in my real garden to not forget my Stitcher's garden. And it's cheerful and it makes me extremely happy. So I'm excited about this one. And I'm keeping it in my special garden gnome. Okay, all right, let's see what's next. Okay, so for July, I picked a doozy. Okay, I want to start this and stitch it in July. I know it's big and I probably get like a tiny little corner done, but I'd like to stitch on this. I've fully kitted it up, and I intended to reward myself once I got to a certain whip count, but I didn't end up doing it. I just wanted to keep hitting up more whips and trying to get them off my list totally. So I haven't started it, and I really want to. And do I think I can make it till July? I don't know. Also, I have a lot of whip killing plan. I plan to eliminate a lot of whips each month, and so I'm hoping that like by the time I pick this up, I won't be so overwhelmed with my whip list, because even though I'm starting new projects, I've done all those little ones. I've got all those little ones banged out off my list, and so I'll have leisure. I'll feel like a lady of leisure. Actually, I do usually feel that way anyway. Even when I have a looming list, I use my prettiest floss drops. Look at these are from Shelly Fry and Susan, and like I just went through my floss drop collection and picked like the prettiest ones, and I used my Pretty Lady cabochon I made at the Petite Retreat last year. I picked out Colonial Parchment by Fabrics by Stephanie. It's a beautiful piece of fabric, and I'm going to start my first Hands Across the Sea sampler. Okay, can you even? But like, look at all the floss. And also several of these have a second or third skein. So I'm really excited and nervous, and I'm so excited. And anyway, like what if I love it so much I can't put it down and then I end up stitching it the rest of the year? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm super excited about this. Okay. Don't adjust your socks. This is a Ghost of Cross Stitch Past. That's I really, really do love this pattern, and I know I quit it before the retreat because I was so frustrated with my stitching on that 32 count linen that I just had a hard time with that dark linen. So I'm going to redo it. I understand the basics of Biscornu assembly because my friend Tammy let me assemble hers at the retreat technically, and right now, these are the fabrics. They're much lighter. I might have to adjust some of the floss. This is the floss that came with the kit for the retreat. I picked a Fortnite Fabric Fuzzy Stamen, 16 count, and a Fabrics by Stephanie, 16 count. It's called Slate. So it's not quite black. It's very bluish, and I think I love it very much. And I'm going to give it a whirl. I think that I will enjoy stitching on it, especially because I know how beautiful that Biscornu is, and I want one. So, round 2, Be Biscornu. I really do want to make it a point to finish this, so I'm planning to do it in August, and yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I'm looking forward to it. So. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, in September, this is what's on my list. It is the Scarlet House Autumn Garden. This kit was gifted to me. The floss, super cute. There was a linen that came with it, and even the trim to finish it. And it even included a needle. My friend Sally sent this to me a couple months ago, and she sent me a couple of things that she had kitted that she just felt like she was never going to stitch, and it was beyond generous and thoughtful of her. And so this is on my list this year, and I'm really excited about it. I ended up going with a 16 count Aida. I'm not sure what that linen count is. It's probably listed on here. It's a silver. I was kitted up by the Silver Needle. I'm pretty sure. I just flipped through it, and I really think this is a beautiful pattern, and I'm excited to stitch it. I'm a little nervous that they give you just what you need. Hopefully they're generous. I mean, they list what the flosses are, so I could always hopefully just find it in my stash too. But you can't mess up, so that'll be a great exercise in not messing up. I picked 16 count Fox and Rabbit flannel flower. Did I already say that? Probably. And I'm using my pretty project bag that has the hanky that I saved. Isn't that cute? So this is my September stitch. I think it's really beautiful. Oh gosh, I can't wait till September. Okay, I had a slight panic because I could not find my October project bag on the stack of the mountain of project bags. But then I remembered, oh, this was in a different cubby after my last floss tube, because was haul from my trip to Denver or Colorado. I kitted this up when I was at Colorado Cross Stitch Shop. I took the pattern. This was a hand-me-down from my friend, and I took it with me. They did not have the called for fabric, but the woman that worked there was super helpful and helped me pick that out. And then I think I got almost all of the called for, and it's just beautiful. It's just so pretty. So pretty. And also I'm stitching on linen. How many times? I don't know. I'm so excited. But so this is for October, and I'm so looking forward to it. Gosh, it's pretty. Anyway, okay. Let's see what's next. It's almost the end. Okay. For November, I have pulled aside Eleanor Rigby. This was another one that I kit up while I was at Colorado Cross Stitcher by Blackbird Design. I ended up finding the Confederate Gray 32 count Week Side Works, and almost all the called for. I did substitute this one, but I wonder what it was supposed to be. Let me check. And if maybe I have. Oh, I think it was onyx. I think I probably have onyx. So, so this is what I have planned for November. I just think, like, what a great transition into fall, like the darkness of fall. But I also think that this piece is so elegant, and I'm really excited to stitch it, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Sorry I sing song so much, but when I'm excited, I sing song a lot. I've really been containing myself, if you can believe it. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay. This is it. For December, I have kitted up Little House Needleworks Jingle All the Way. I have wanted to stitch this for a long time. I think, did I just get this pattern as a hand-me-down? It might have been in the Friends freebie pass around. I can't remember, because I have another one. Oh, I think I'm thinking of Lantern. I think I just got this one then. I'm not sure. I picked LFA Old North Church 18 count, but remember when I opened up my LFA haul, I may have swapped around on accident the tag. So this is what I'm calling Old North Church, but you know how my life is. I have some of the called for. This is a DMC, the called for DMC, and then I really hope that I can get another skein of this and use Clara. This is Coloring Cotton. It's something that it was like their off-white that they were selling huge hanks of. I think they might have been like a misdyed thing, but it sure is pretty. My friend Holly had gotten a hank, and then she was like, does anybody want part of my hank? And I was like, I'll take a little bit. And then she sent me this giant, humongous part of it. So I guess I underestimated what a little bit of a hank would be, but it's very generous and thoughtful, and I keep using it, and I love it. It's a great white. So I'm gonna try to find myself another Clara? And if so, then I'll replace the campfire red. I think that's what they call it for, campfire. I'll try to replace that with Clara because I think that'd be a pretty barn. So that's it. That's all. My 12 planned projects. I probably will start a million other things not listed. And I think that that's nice. That's nice. The nice thing about having 12 planned, I still have time each month to start something on a whim or with a Sal or work on my whips. And so I'm really hopeful that I hope I'll get to all of these. And if not, next December, this will be a fun joke to go back and watch and laugh. I'll see you next week, friends. Happy stitching. Bye bye.